is to be open because I've already been obedient.
Mm.
You like saying, okay, you want to talk to us, and they said they like the Wyvern and they like Divine Sisters, and we're not doing enough to promote it. And it's like we like that. It's really you've been listening to us. And the other thing I think that you're responsible for, but I can't tell you how, is me moving it from one side of the room to the other. The
Oh,
light is different. That awful picture is not in the frame anymore. And was it you that was talking about just do the smallest thing? I think it was the night that I just sat and listened. I heard something to the effect of, no, it actually wasn't you. It was Dove and Serpent. But I had come from just kind of sitting and being open to not always having to participate because I feel lonely sometimes. I was feeling drained and lonely, but Spirit told me to practice silence in that moment instead of, what I saw was, oh, you can start go anytime, sis.
oh,
I
we're
saw,
live. We're live.
okay, I'm talking with my eyes closed. Spirit is dealing with me about reaching out, right? People tell you, well, you should reach out.
Mm.
Why don't you reach out? And you know what Spirit showed me? Somebody reaching out till they tipped over because nobody ever responded. That person wants you to reach out. Spirit showed me what they want you to do is reach out past and over them.
Huh.
I'm telling you. It's like, no, that's the kind of reaching out they want you to do. When they say reach out, they mean over and past them.
That's
I'm
funny
like,
that you
Spirit.
said that. Yeah, because I've been getting a lot of calls about, or a lot of from spirit guides to start connecting more with my sober community because it's a big part of
Uh-huh.
AA that we connect with each other and that we check in with each other. And I do my AA meetings, but I haven't been like making the phone calls, So it's funny that you mentioned
Well,
that.
and I have been, because I told you I'm from a family of alcoholics. That can be a lot. I have mixed emotions about that part of that. I love the 12 steps works. Don't get me wrong, right?
Right.
Thank you, Spirit. What Spirit is saying is, if it doesn't have to be that particular set of people, it can be some cool people who are sober. Doesn't
Oh,
have to be me.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah. You are so right. And
Because
I've met a lot of people within AA that have went to meetings and they feel like they're so mean and they're judgmental. And there are, just like with every group, there are some bad apples. I've been
mhm.
very blessed to find an in-person group and an online group that just mesh with me. So I've been blessed in that aspect. But
Well, because I be running into trouble with people. I be like, what did I do? And so I okay, bye. And I went from what did I do? Can we work it out? Let's talk about it to okay, bye.
right. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for letting us get it out. Sometimes we just have to get it out, and whoever needs to hear it needs to hear it, right? Or maybe not.
Yeah.
So, thank y'all for being here. We have a
Well,
full house
I didn't
already.
know because see, I always no. I always hit leave studio. Wonderful. I always forget to get my chat so I can see the and see when I'm like, here. No, I'm still in the process.
Uh-oh, she kicked herself out. She'll come back. Kelly, yeah, there's not many iguanas here. They're more like South Florida. But let's get started. Okay, the sound is gone. Can y'all hear me still? The sound is gone. Uh-oh. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. Robot mode. Oh no.
Hi, I'm back. I accidentally
Okay.
hit leave meeting.
It's okay.
That was me. Hi, everybody. Hi, Nano Bob. Iris, Andy, Sterling Wheel. Hi, Kelly McCall.
Yes.
And
We have a full
everybody.
house.
Hi,
Thank y'all for being
everybody.
here.
It's good to be with you. Yeah.
Yes, and I have y'all's names down.
Thank
So
you very
Chumba
much.
is first
All
up.
right.
Yes, thank you all. I've got Chumba first up. Chumba, thank you. Chumba is a Reiki healer. I did
Okay.
some Reiki today. I needed it. I needed it so much. JD and I were talking about
Oh,
kind of just lower
wow.
vibrations yesterday. So, I participated online. I posted it if you're interested. Um, I felt totally different after the healing. It was beautiful. Intuitive. Hey, Intuitive. How are you? I remember you texted me about
That is
collaborating.
wonderful.
Yeah. All right. If Chumba's here, you can hop in the chat and let us know. Do you want a specific or general read? Maybe Chumba had to leave. After Chumba's Marie. There's Kefab, the hubby.
Okay. Hey, Kefab. Hey, Chumba.
He's out with Sig. Oh, him and Sig are live too. Sig Bastard, the one you thought was a bomber.
I didn't know what I thought.
Maddie's hanging
Just
out
tell
with
me he
him
was a
today.
mean guy.
His name is like totally. All right. Well, when Chumba comes back, we'll do her read. We can jump to Marie. Marie, do you want general or specific? And you can go on and put it in the chat if it's specific. And thank y'all for being here. I was telling JD,
Yeah.
Sterling mentioned to me, if y'all haven't checked out Sterling Will or OYay, can you see? Or Key Fob, go sub up to them. They're amazing people. But Sterling Will
Thank
was
you.
mentioning there's a geomagnetic storm right now. And I told Sterling Will yesterday I was in such a low. I didn't know how to explain it. I knew there was some personal things going on that could be affecting it. But I've been pretty strong in my spirituality. So I was like, what's throwing me off? And the full moons can affect me too. So I figured when he told me that, I was like, that's got to be it. So just if you're feeling
Kelly, we were
the
waiting for Marie to say what kind of read she wants. I'm sorry. I was reading the comments. I am so
no, yeah,
sorry.
I've got you down, Kelly, too. You're okay. I got you down, Kelly. Oh, there's Chumba.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, Eris. Try to meditate and get some rest. Listen to your body. All right. Chumba. Okay. I think maybe there's just a little bit of lag on the
A
StreamYard side.
lag,
So
yeah.
I can put in the chat, Chumba.
My face is not looking too bad today.
No, beautiful.
And look, this is not supposed to be here. It's just sometimes I wonder if it's like metaphysical as well as physical. I had a bad reaction to the coronavirus vaccine, but that was 4 years ago. Now what's going on?
Yeah. When
All
I
right.
get breakouts
Chumba.
here, we're all off. Kelly said we're all off. Yeah. We'll recenter.
I would have to agree. Yes. Have we done that? Maybe that's kind of what's going on. That would like kind of clear up the lag too. Maybe spirit wants us to take a breath because you usually do it right before you read, but maybe we should just collectively do it just a little, even just a little woo-saw.
Yeah.
Woo. And see,
Everybody
there's a
in
message
through the
from
nose.
Chumba, from Spirit Please. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You're gonna ground yourself wherever you're at. Just a
All
deep
right.
breath
Message from
in.
Spirit. Woo.
Yes. All right. Beautiful. All right.
All
We'll
right. Under
start with
grace and in perfect ways with the good of Chumba and Chumba personal, specific, highest and best good. Spirit, what do you have to say to our? Okay. Almost came out. Okay, the bottom card wants to come out. All right, I have two cards. Whoa. Whoa. What's going on, Chumba? You are spirit. What do you want? What are the energies around these two cars? Cause see, it looks like Chumba is scrapping and standing on business to me. Cause the tower's not always bad. You have the tower here and the five of wands in the Rider Smith deck. So the tower, Chumba, something is imploding, exploding, burning up, burning down, ending over spectacularly. It's not going away quietly. And this, I'm seeing like enough already energy. And it's not aggressive, it's not angry, it's not quite Tina Turner jumping out of the limo and running away from Ike, but it's close. This is the I've had it tower. Um, when my boys were small, they saw a very nice suburban housewife get to the end of her string in the grocery store. That woman cussed like a black woman. Her husband, her kids was chastised. It's that kind of energy. I've had enough. That man took that cart and took those kids and checked out, and nobody said another word. That kind of energy. I love this card because some people say it's a battle, others say that it is training, and I always look at the different ones and how they are handling their wand, their weapon, right? So this guy here in the white, you can't really see it that well here, but he is about to get it. He's the one who is in control of everyone is the guy in the red. He could literally sweep that wand and knock it and defend against everybody except the guy behind him, maybe, but there's still a move that he could probably make on him too. So Chumba, the energy I am getting from spirit around these two cards in your situation is that you're fed up with something and you quite don't know what you are going to do, but it's more a matter of what I won't do. That's the energy around these two cards. Chumba is that, but what I won't do. This is where you are. And I don't know what spirit wants me to. That's all I have so far is, but what I won't do.
Yeah, I'm in
I
my
like it.
shuffle. I had Albert come out as well. So you are like Shumba mentioned in the chat, that the old has to come down to rebuild the new. I also have the
Mhm.
liar coming out. The liar represents danger, bondage, addiction, or separation of spirit or soul from human dealings. He is a
Mm.
mesmerist who can easily lull victims into believing his lies if they are not on guard. He knows everything you want, and if one approach doesn't work, he'll quickly try another. You must choose to escape, for he will never let you go on his own accord. And if you've been feeling low in spirits, that could be our ego. For me personally, like I was sharing with JD, I experienced that over the last couple of days, where I really had to do the practices to ground myself and not listen to um, the ego so much, the
Hang on.
fear.
We need to kick somebody out of the chat
Oh,
right
thank you
now.
for bringing that up.
Hang on. We
Yes.
need to kick
Got,
cybersecurity 2580 out of the chat right now.
I got him out. I did. Yeah.
What? Okay,
But
you were
so that's
saying.
that liar. No, yeah, that's that liar coming in, right? That lower energy. But so and that comes down with the tower
Okay.
too. Like you're
That lower
identifying
frequency energy.
you're identifying those liar moments within yourself and within your outer community too, and disconnecting. And you're embodying this. I have this weaver of boons. So she's like Mother Gaia, healer. You can see when you embody this, like that's what I get from you, Chumba, is this sense of peace and serenity. And as you're building your new tower, You're learning how to be okay. Like, it's okay. I'm guided, I'm protected, I'm loved. And I also had the seven of visions, which is so many futures are possible, right? The gazing bowl is, this is the seven of visions. The gazing bowl is telling you that many futures are possible, but nothing has settled yet. This card is also an admonition against escaping into delusion. Your lack of direction may be the result of preferring fantasy to reality. If seeking divinatory guidance only makes you more confused, stop asking for now. Badging the oracle will
Mm.
only muddy the waters. If you ask too many questions, you might get too many answers. Um, and
We
that
were
could be
just
that
talking about that.
we were. Yep.
We were just talking about that before we came on the live. Crystal and I were discussing. I was talking about how I don't see how people can do all of these readings for all 12 of the zodiac and their members and this and that because you burn out. And so that's basically talking about, and people, you can listen too much too. You can go here, there, and everywhere. Remember, we talked to somebody who said, their psychic read her energy every day or something. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think that it's discernment. You're learning to use your discernment. You're learning to be like, okay, this is aligning with me and this isn't. So, and
Right.
you have so much love to give. Yeah, so much love to give.
I'm going to see what's on the bottom of this, and this will be my last card for you. I think this is what Spirit is telling me. And so, and then unless Crystal has anything else. Queen of Wands. I like her. Oh, no, wait. This is the, man, it's time to turn on the light. This is the king. There's the Lizard King. There's your boy, the Lizard King. So, all right, Spirit. Seriously. Chumba, I think I remember you being a lady. Um, so in my shuffle, I saw like I saw twice. I saw the Three of Swords, and I saw the Devil. And so it seems like you have been and Crystal's got the Liar, and and the options and the other things that came up from her side of this reading. But this King of Wands says that you have control of your masculine energy. You have divine control of your masculine energy. It's like you know what to do. You just have to believe in yourself enough to do what needs to be done without worrying about the outcome, is pretty much directly a quote that I have. You have to do what you need to do, believe you can do it without focusing on the what ifs. That's what
Yeah,
I have.
that's so hard to do, trust me, because I think most of us are in the middle of transitions from an
Yeah.
old timeline to a new. And boy, that
Yeah.
ego comes in or other people come in. Chumba said, you ladies are spying on me. I'm truly grateful.
But we not. That's why I was grinning. We're not spying on you. The Spirit is looking out for you and us too. Isn't that wonderful? I'm glad we could help.
That is so funny.
Okay.
All
New
right.
year, new
And
start, new
yes,
me. Putting myself first. Wonderful, Chumba.
exactly. That's it. That tower moment. All right. We have Marie. Thank you, Chumba. Your love and support is so appreciated. And then we have Marie. Marie was just
All
asking
right.
for a general read. A general read. Thank you, Divine. Thank you,
All right,
Spirit.
Marie. I'm gonna clear my energy a little bit. So this reading would be for you because I think they all spill over a little bit. But I want this reading for us to kind of get on the same wavelength as you, Miss Marie. I hope you're doing okay today. Oh.
In England. I think Marie's in England. Is that right, Marie? Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. You know what would be cool is when you come on or when we come on together, if we do a world clock, like a time check, like where is it in the world? Like it's 4:20. It's 4:20 somewhere. It's 4:22 in the Catskills of New York.
But yeah, it's
4:22, and I'm looking at you.
Yeah, it's 4:22 in Florida too. Yeah, you can put your time in the chat. That would be cool.
Yeah. And so what time is it in India? What time is it in London? Because London is 12 hours different. So is it 4 in the morning in London? I love time and date and world clock. Those are my some of my nerd outlets. I watch all the eclipse coming up and the geomagnetic storm. Um, I like the idea of um, really talking about the sciencey things, and I think I would love to be on a panel with Sterling Wheel and talk nerd shop because
Yeah,
I science and I love. Before I ran into the math, I wanted to be an astronomer.
that's
There's
cool.
math in there, so I could do it.
He's he's very
Got it was
intellectual. He
4:20.
is.
So Middle East, Nana Bob is 11:24 at night for them. Okay. Scotland,
Scotland.
9:23 p.m. See, I love stuff like that. For me, that's what makes the energy. Like Marie is, and people everywhere around the world, we're all focused on this point with you and Lord Ganesh and me. And this energy is unique. Like Miss Lolly was talking about, this is a unique snapshot in time, and Spirit has entered in to talk with us. And so that's wonderful. All right, Miss Marie, thank you for your patience.
I'm gonna drop your
22
channel link
minus
in the chat.
12.
Oh, what's your channel link? I think I have it in the description
Thank you.
too. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I forgot this time.
Yeah, I need to overhaul my channel. It is not ready for prime time because it's too many things to too many people. And I'm one of those guerrilla marketing people who is violating my cardinal rule about having too many things on one channel. And I really wanted to, I have this thing, Miss Marie, this is your reading, and I'm still focused on it. Spirit, what you wants me to tell you about and has been wanting to talk to the collective, the wyvern, which is how they think of you all now, like little tiny dragons, each in your own little layers around the world, the wyvern. They want me to mention the energy or the spirit of methodical, systematized destabilization. It is a force that the darker powers have unleashed upon us. That relates to that video that I sent you that the gentleman that lives in the camper with, and how it is by step what used to be freedom is now there's a county ordinance against it. And it's system, they what he said basically is that they give you a problem, the system gives you a problem and then makes it a crime not to be able to solve it. That's basically what that man was saying. And that is an energy that has been unleashed by forces in this world that would dominate other forces. If we can just keep you permanently destabilized so that you can't build anything, that you can't be creative, so that you can't grow, then it's simple to control you because all we got to do is keep you in survival mode. So, Miss Marie, that may be part of your message too. But Spirit basically woke me up this morning and said, please come on alive with Miss Crystal and talk to the wyvern about systematic destabilization in their lives where they can spot it and put a stop to it. And
It's
I guess that
amazing that
means
you
us
said
too,
that.
Crystal.
It
Well, you
does.
know,
I
it's
was,
just
and I have Marie's spread already as you tapped into spirit. So you're gonna love this when I show you. But she's right. And maybe somebody here needs to hear this. But when we bought this property in Florida, I thought we were going to be free out of up under the mortgage system, and I unfortunately came to find out that it was a whole $1,000 just to be allowed to put a camper on our property. Like we had to pay
your
the county
property
$1,000 just to put the camper on our property, and
on top of your
and
taxes.
then, and then they told us that we could not live in it forever. and they told, and within the zoning restrictions, even though we live on 9 acres, we couldn't tent camp if we wanted to on this property. Like they really control us. Yeah, they do. It's insane.
They can't see you
So
from the road. See, in North Carolina, you can do all that stuff if you cannot be seen from the. Or when I left, you could do it if you couldn't be seen from a highway. From if
it's even
passerbys couldn't see
crazy
you in
that
a
they
road.
would restrict you in that way. It's like we used our retirement on this. It's like you would think, and we have woods here, but literally they tell you can't live in a shed. Like we thought this idea of a tiny home would be, but you can't even do that because they won't let you hook up electricity to a tiny home unless it's a certain dimension, which takes it from being a tiny home into not a tiny home.
Right. And all of
uh,
this is, like that gentleman was saying, it was to keep people at a level of subsistence that is prescribed by others. And this is why Europe and the rest of the world is laughing at us. I had an African guy. Um, he said, we laugh at y'all. He said, taxes on my property, I'm going to pay the government some money because I own something. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous, JD. Ridiculous. It's
it is.
my property. I put my house on it, and you can take my house away because I don't pay you some money. Ridiculous. I'm like,
It is.
well,
It
that's how
is.
it goes here.
And well, we don't make good consumers. Like the guy
Africans
that
think
you
we are
shared,
stupid.
the guy that you shared the video, like he said, if we want a tiny home or a camper,
Yeah.
we're not paying money to the government, and we don't make good consumers when we downsize. So since we don't make good consumers when we downsize, let's make it illegal. But
Yep. And that's what he said. Let's make it illegal.
yeah. All right. So
Wow.
JD mentioned Marie about the wyvern, and it's so funny because I pulled your cards before. So you have the secret challenges coming out, and it feels like this massive, immovable person or thing or entity or energy in your way. Um, but it's telling you that it says it can indicate a situation that has reached an impasse, a breakdown in diplomacy, or a movement towards war. Something is aggressive, forceful, um, can't be like, it's very strong in its way, and it could be your own thoughts or people around you. But it was funny that JD brought up the Wyvern Collective because you have the Ace of Spells behind that, which is the
Hmm.
Wyvern. So that's why I was like, look, JD went from talking about society bringing us, what's the right word, JD? What did you say? Systematic oppression, or what's the right words for it?
No, destabilization. I have
Yeah,
stuff
there you
in about 4 different places right now. I have stuff in 4 different places right now. And it doesn't feel good no matter how good I feel. I don't have my Buddha. I don't have my violin. I haven't been playing my violin, but I've never been parted from it. I bought it during the pandemic to learn how to play. And I don't know where it is or what has happened to it. And that's playing in my mind because I took up the violin when I was 9 and I took it up again when I was 59, and it's not with me. And what I have to go through to get it is just so. For Miss Marie and her reading and the reading for the collective, and I'm so glad it came up. This is how spirit sees us in the impression that they were giving me about us is like fireflies on a summer night, but we're all little tiny dragons,
go.
and each of us has a little different colored light that we emit. And do you know how
Right.
you tell female fireflies from male fireflies if you even see them anymore? Do you know how you tell the difference? The
How?
ladies
No.
glow. The ladies glow. And the men blink.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The ladies
Wow.
glow. And the men blink. Isn't that cool? It got awesome. Lord Ganesh is like, yeah, I know, right?
Right. Like I did that already. Right.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
that's kind of I don't know where I was going with that. We would talk, but this is still part of the reading. And so when Spirit is dealing with me, oh, the wyvern and how, thank you, Spirit, how they see us in the realm that we exist in now, like fireflies in the forest almost, but the forest is like their realm and what how they see us, right? And like the geomagnetic storm, it might just be a breeze blowing past Spirit, but it's a big geomatic magnetic storm for us. Um, and so those are some great cards, but I have got these are the best cards I've gotten so far, I think, ever that I have for you. And I'm not even sure what these cards mean. Maybe you'll see them and know. I have the Empress in the middle. I have the Magician. Let me slow down a little bit. Since there's a little lag. Star. So I have in that order the Empress, the Magician, and the Star. What does Spirit want me to tell you about these cards? And I don't know why I'm calling you Miss Marie. It's almost like I sense a person of, no matter what your age, of great dignity. Almost like you have a very regal bearing, or that's what your friends say about you. Like they say that you're really classy or sophisticated, or um Spirit says esoterically high-minded is what they say about you. They like you because you are very much on the scholarly side of the esoteric spectrum. You are very well read, solid, well read, well versed, compassionate, kind, just the kind of person we can use. Um, and they want you to know what? They want you to know that you are on the right track. They want me to tell you something so specific that you'll know that it was them because I have no idea of what I'm telling you. Does that make sense?
Beautifully said. Yeah. Um, the wyvern is bringing in this added, flair from spirit, that if you're feeling something's in your way with the wyvern, nothing can get in your
Nothing.
way. You're unstoppable with spirit. And then my last card on your spread, Marie, was the Four of Spells, which is a celebration card. So
Mm,
if you feel the seeker of challenges in your way, the way we lift our mood to overcome those lower vibrations is through celebrating. This is what it's saying. It's saying it's time to celebrate. Recognize how far you've come, your ascension. So I don't know what you got to do to celebrate, but get out there and have fun. And then the secret challenges will just diminish. Through our high vibrations, lower entities have nothing on us.
thank you, Chumba.
Yes. Hey, Heba, I got shut down. Hope you're doing well. All right, now heels next. Thank you, Marie, for trusting us with your read, sweetie. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you. All right, Chumba, you're welcome. Chumba says, I'm just catching up on the comments real quick. JD, thank you for sharing your gift here for us all. Stay blessed. I am truly grateful. I couldn't do it without Crystal. Um, I probably maybe I could, but it wouldn't be the same. Uh, um, and that's something that Spirit talks to me about as well. Um, how it's almost like that game commercial where there's two different scents that swirl together.
Mm.
That's kind of what we do. Like, oh yeah, they created something completely new.
Yeah.
So thank you for subbing to my channel. Let's see. All right. Is who's next?
Nahiel. I can put it in the chat too,
Okay.
since there
And
might be
is
a
you
lag.
all right.
Thank y'all for
So
being
cute when I'm
patient
staring
and
into the
following.
camera. Yes. and helping me deal with my insecurities. Eeh. Oh, ball. Thank you. Hi. Okay, Aris.
All right. Nahil
Okay,
says
Miss
for
Marie
love.
says I'm 67. Yes, that's me. I'll say okay. So they were on. The spirit was on point. Miss Marie is 67 and very, very elegant. Okay.
Nahil, I
All
love
right.
reading.
Okay.
Nahil.
All
I
right.
saw the blossoming tree in winter on the split, Nahil. So you've probably seen the blossoming tree with winter behind it before. It's a card reminding you to, if you feel the winter, the negative or the lower, to look to determine what sanctuary would look like to you and avail yourself of it. If you're feeling like down about being single.
You're welcome, Miss Marie. Wow. Spirit is really on point. I feel good about that. All right. Okay. So Nahil, if you could put something in the chat, it helps me when I can look at your name.
I
Honestly,
can
when
post
I
it.
can
They
see.
did. I can post it for you.
Okay. And maybe it's just like because I have no short-term memory. I just need to see it.
There you go.
Okay,
It's
now
on the
healing
screen.
and
No,
Nano
no,
Bob on the
yeah,
same. Oh, okay, that's where the confusion was coming in. Okay, love
sorry.
reading. All right, so Nahil, please pardon me for being an ignorant American and not remembering if you are male or female. I know what I'm leaning toward and don't want to be embarrassed.
Um,
Okay.
I feel like the budding tree came out for a reason
Mm-hmm.
because remember in manifestations, what we put out there is what we attract. So a lot of times when we're single, our mindset can become, damn, like, well, I've been single for so long, and a lot of like, I'm not worthy. Um, so if you find yourself like that, remember, Nahil, you're going to try to do everything you can in those moments of negativity to shift the paradigm, right? To say, wow, one day it's coming or it will come. In this moment, I'm learning. My partner is coming. Um, and as you learn to shift the paradigm, you're shifting the negative to positive. And as we do that, it comes in easier to us because, our world's nothing but energy. So we don't want to put in the universe negative emotions around our partner, our future partner, because you're signaling to the universe, breaks. I don't feel good when it comes to relationships. So let's put that on hold because I don't feel good. So you're actually, you know, disrupting the manifestation if you're identifying with those negative emotions. I had to really do that around money because when I went to pay a bill, I had a lack mindset around my bills. So I
Mm-hmm.
had to shift my
Understand.
mindset. And as you do that, the Eight of Spells is coming out because as you shift your mindset, you're going to manifest quicker. The appearance of the owls in a reading signifies news is on the way. It also means that energy is increasing for any endeavor to which you apply your full will and intention. Things are speeding up and moving towards a positive conclusion. So, Nahil, like, embody that feeling. This card is such a positive, like, spirit saying, like, trust me, I got you. Trust me. And when you embody that feeling, I got goosebumps. When you embody that feeling of like, spirit's got me, spirit will provide, then you're lifting those vibrations. And I seriously can't make it up because behind the Eight of Spells, the Ten of
Whoa.
Visions came. The Ten of Visions is a group of unicorns, and a group of unicorns is literally called a blessing. So, Nahil, you can
Oh,
see it's a family of unicorns. And this card specifically talks about the blessing that you will receive of whatever family looks like to you. You know what I mean? Like it's
that is
very beautiful.
beautiful.
Yes, the Ten of Visions is a very high vibration card.
So I don't know if you all saw this card fly out on camera or not, but
Hmm.
you also have the Nine of Pentacles. Um, some say that she is the Empress of the pip cards, not the minor arcana, but the number cards. Um, but I always say she has her chips stacked. See how she's got one, two, three, four, five, six on one side and three on the other. So, and then have I been forgetting him? No, that's grapes. I thought there was a black panther by her side, but the clump of grapes looks like a panther on camera right there, but it's grapes. So she has her hands on these six pentacles, right? And at her back are these three. So this is a love reading and about you being tired of being single. And I've been single a long time and I'm older and not feeling good about myself and all of this other stuff. So I get it. Even in the best of circumstances, it's hard out here for a wimp out here in the dating game, right? But what this card tells me, along with that beautiful blessing of unicorns, I have a friend named Blessing. I'm going to have to tell them that family of unicorns is called the Blessing. Um, the falcon. My spirit animal is the falcon, and when it when the nine of pentacles shows up, and the empress just showed up in the last reading, and the nine of pentacles shows up in a love reading, she's in this card by herself, but she has the falcon, who is her agency, her agent, right? Who can go out and hunt her prey for her. She doesn't have to go anywhere and do anything because she has what she needs right here. Her chips are stacked. If something comes up spontaneously, she has this right here. She's got reserves and she's liquid too. She got money right there. And she has all these green grapes, right? All around her. And she has the falcon. She has something so powerful under her command that she's got to wear a glove because its its claws are so sharp. But she has the sunflowers on her robe, so she has an enlightened mind. She has the blue next to her, over her heart chakra, and below her throat. She is a person who uses intellectual energy from her heart. And so, what I hear this saying for you, Nahil, is that you are flourishing in a garden of your own making. She has the red mantle, the passion. You have everything you need. And you also have the falcon on your hand. You can send it out and tell it to go find my man and bring him back. And it could happen. Maybe you need to put it
That's
out
so.
there. You don't have to put yourself out there. You have to you got what you need right there.
Mm.
What are you gonna say?
No, yeah, because the five, I have the five of visions, which is this little girl sad about her lost ball. And you were saying you have everything you need. And that's
Hmm.
also goes into a changing from negative to positive. She's sad about the lost ball, which is a negative vibration. But if you can let go of that negativity, that prince is right there. That
Right. If she
prince
go
is
to find her
waiting.
ball, yeah. All she gotta do is kiss her frog. He right there.
Uh-huh, exactly. So it's another card of really trying to shift that mindset. But these are very positive cards, and I know
Mhm.
you're very in tune with the mystical world. So you're getting on. You're figuring it out.
Yeah, because you got the for me you have the nine of pentacles and also the fool. And see how similar they are? Right. This is the fool is on this journey, and this is one of the more prosperous stops that your journey is making. What this looks like to me is that you have nurtured or you need to nurture and pour into you yourself. And the energy you send out in the form of this falcon on her glove, the energy you send out is going to bring back the desire of your heart. I'm just going to say it. I feel, in these times, the energy you send out will bring back the desires of your heart. So you got to make sure your desires are on point. That's what Spirit just told me. And then you're on a brand new journey. So this could be self love and looking for love within yourself and learning to love yourself And that sounds so trite. So you got to learn to love yourself before you can learn love anybody else. What I see in these two cards is a beautiful person who might be shy or introverted or like very creative people often are misunderstood. People might think that you are unusual, eccentric, weird, but you're not. You're just maybe a very creative, sensitive soul who's not going to a bar or is not going to be hanging out, and you're not going to like do insta dating. And can we talk about doing your dating on social media instead of in person? Lord Jesus. Anyway, these two cards tell me from the flowers on their garments that you are a creative person, but you might be really introverted and maybe very shy and sensitive. And so it can't be just anybody. And you're not going to be running around doing the dating game. And so your energy is flourishing. And in the time that you take to assess what you have and how you can be kinder and sweeter to yourself, spirit can direct you to as to how to find the person who will be sweet and kind to you. It seems like you want a person who is both powerful and gentle. And when you find him, ask him, do he have an older brother? Does he have an older brother? Do he have an older brother? You need somebody who can deal with your shy, introverted, and tell me if I'm wrong, sensitive nature, but not be so brash that you find them abrasive. The people who like you, they don't understand how delicate you can be sometimes, is what I'm getting.
She said yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
All right. I
Okay.
had thank you, Nahil. This too, yeah. Just try to raise your vibrations. He or they will come along. Um, all right. I put on Schumann, Kelly, and Sterling in the chat, but she said I'm now blushed.
Yes, you are a little blushy.
But I think on Schumann, Kelly, and Sterling might have semi. There is a list, sweetie. So you'll have to wait till I say semi, okay? And then simply I wrote your name down. All right, after that, we have Eris, Intuitive, and Urba. Eris, Intuitive, and Urba. I got your name down, Semi. Eris, Intuitive, and Urba. We'll see if they're here. Semina. Sorry, Semina.
Samina?
Semina? Semina?
Uh-huh. Are you
Simply.
yelling in all caps, Samina? Do you know that all caps is yelling?
All right.
It's yelling! Sorry.
After Eris, Intuitive, and Urba, we have Amanda, Guide, and Harm. And simply wait until your turn, sweetie. Simply when I say your name, then you can put your name in the chat, okay?
Okay. We're
Simona.
definitely gonna get to
Simona is like on it. You're on the list, sweetie. You are. Amanda,
Yes, you
Guide, and
are. Okay. All right. Who's next?
we might have lost a few.
Samina got me all discombobulated
I
here.
know, right? Amanda, Guide, and Harm. All right.
Oh,
Let
she
me
does.
see. Usually Amanda and Guide stick around, so I wanted to give them a minute, but maybe they
Yeah.
left too.
Because no, there's probably like you say, there's a lag. The minute we say, "Oh, they left," they pop up.
You're so right. There comes Guide.
All
All
right,
right,
guys.
guide wants a general read. I can. You want me to put it up here so you can see it?
No, I see it right there. But I mean, but
Oh,
that's always nice for me too. Either way.
okay. I'll take pictures. All right, guide.
Yes.
Got the hermit on the split.
And I just saw the hangman.
Mm,
Huh.
doing that deep work, huh?
Yep, because I got him too on the
Uh-huh.
split.
Wow, the hermit. Look at that, guide. You're doing the work.
Yep.
The work that most of us don't want to do.
But it just has so many benefits that translate over so many different areas, at least for me, over my life. I'm just like, okay. Because I know if I hadn't done the work, this probably would, there's no way I would be on this camera now, um, in this room at this point. And I think maybe what Spirit is pointing out to us is that, like you have told me so many times, Crystal, you don't know what an inspiration we can be to people just being on here, being our authentic selves and letting Spirit use us. You might not have said it exactly that way, but that's kind of one of the things that I take from the things that we talk about.
Yeah, for sure. I still look at myself on this
Okay,
camera
guys.
and I'm like, oh God. And I do the thing, where I pick apart my physical appearance, but
Me too.
I don't consume, like, as soon as the thought enters, I'm like, no, that is ego. That is coming from a place of lower vibrations. That is
Yeah.
not what this is about. This is about lifting each other up, and it's such a beautiful sangha. Like, you'll see
Yes.
it in the chat, even other people lifting each other up. Like, it's such a ripple effect.
Mhm.
Um, so
I don't
I'm
know
gentle
about.
with myself. Yes, I'm gentle with myself. And when those thoughts come in, I just gently say, no, not today, honey. I'll see you another day.
Hmm.
All right. I got some cards laid down. I just haven't flipped them over yet. And then
Okay.
Har and Kelly are here. So after guide, we'll jump back to Har
Woo!
and to Kelly. Or Kelly, then Har. So let me mark it. It'll be after guide will be Kelly and then Har. Oh, and then Eris. Sorry. Kelly, Eris, and Har. Kelly, Eris, Har will be the list after guide. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Guide, general read. Um,
Yes.
well, yes, you've got the major arcana coming out today, guy, because we both saw a couple of major arcana. The magician, this deck calls it the enchanter, but because you went into hermit mode, or you're in it and coming out of it, not sure, you've learned about the power of manifesting, right? About our thoughts and how powerful they are. The enchanter is far seen when it comes to adventures that happen in the forest, and what seems inexplicable and troublesome to you may be part of a larger design that only he could see. Still, you can always learn from him, especially when it comes to using your own powers to the fullest. This card truly embodies magic, wisdom, the forces of the spirit. Power at your command, because spirit don't play whenever we let spirit do spirit.
Hmm.
And we stop trying to run the show. Spirit is so amazing. And behind that, you have the sunlight card. Like, when I see this sunlight card, my vibrations lift up so much, because that is the power. This is what our daily life can look like, with the bumps in the roads, because that happens. When sunlight blesses your reading, be ready to receive good fortune. This is the most positive card in the whole tarot, assuring you that all will be well. Challenges will be overcome, bright visions will come to pass, spells will succeed, and boons of all kinds are yours for the taking. Remember to be grateful.
Okay. All right. So, God, what I have for you, and it's so funny how different people, Spirit will lay their cards out differently, and I will read them differently. So, here goes. I have for you today the Queen of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Tower, and the Six of Pentacles. This was on the bottom of the deck. I'll see what's on the bottom now, but I'm looking at these three cards, and there's a decision here that needs to be made, guide. Um, your own internal guide, your own internal guidance. Bear with me here. I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles, and she has a garland of roses over her head. She's on a solid throne, and she got her mind on her money and her money on her mind. And she also has the rabbit down here. It's fertile energy, fertile, productive energy. There's a reason I'm speaking so slowly. Maybe you are very methodical. Um, maybe that's something I'm getting, sort of like almost like a Taurus energy. I will make up my mind when I make up my mind, and the more you rush me, the longer it will take, type energy. In spite of this, sometimes even that energy has got to move forward. See, because I'm a person that doesn't like to be rushed either. I'm a Libra with a Virgo moon. I'm an Aries sign with a very earthy moon. And if you don't rush me, I'm a very nice person. You can try it. Push that button, see what happens. Um, that kind of energy. But even the most methodical, what is the word Spirit wants to give me about the way you do things? There's something about the way that you do things. It's not so much that it's linear, but once you map something out, you pretty much stick with it, because once you map something out, it's pretty much going to be successful. But what this card is here is Spirit saying that you have to be able to spontaneously change course sometimes. There may be something that you've been working on for a long time that will move over the finish line if you either abandon some feature that you've been clinging to that you know is either too expensive. It's just something about it that is, if you, even you don't have to let it go completely, if you just take it off of this for now, things will move ahead. You have to make that decision. You don't have to. And that's what this is all about. All of this is. But it's kind of like you'll stay stuck if you don't. And you might work it out eventually with this thing that you are holding onto so tightly, but it won't be the same kind of innovation, is what I'm hearing. And also, it won't bring the kind of change that you might be looking for. Because see, I've learned that I have a journal that's called the Tower, because 2025 was a really a tower year for me. I've been through all kind of stuff, all kind of ish. Um, but if you don't, the Queen of Pentacles is looking one way, right? In the middle, you have this girl with the flimsy blindfold, and she has many choices. She just sort of blinded to them, and those swords must be heavy crossed over her chest like that. She is not equipping herself. She has the right equipment, but she's not using it properly to make the good decision. So this tower could be about making the changes you need to make on such a profound level, because that is the key to your ultimate fulfillment, prosperity. What is the word you want, Spirit? Purpose, divine purpose. If things are falling apart, it's a part of getting you closer to your divine purpose. Me too. And so last but not least, we have the Six of Pentacles, which is partially Libra energy. I don't love this card because this guy, he's got all the justice and he has got all the resources, and he can ignore one and bless the other. And even though there are some things, some elements, like this person is a professional beggar, so to speak, in this person, and he also, this person's got their hands out, right? And they're looking up in expectation and supplication. This person is just waiting to be judged to see if they'll get anything and being ignored. So you are on this side of the equation, but there may be something in your atmosphere, something in your heart or mind, something in your subconscious that expects to be judged and found wanting. And that thing needs to be identified, clarified, and rectified, Spirit says, so that you can be about the business of making the fulfilling decisions that will change your life. That's what I'm getting, like, through me. Like, you need to make some decisions. They're tough decisions, they're long range decisions, they are decisions that are going to profoundly change a lot of things for the better. If you trust yourself, if you're open, and there's something about, like, you just need to pivot a little bit somewhere, not a whole lot.
Mm.
Like maybe one little sticking point, if you would just kind of like concede that, just like say, okay, I'm gonna put that over the side. It's my baby, but I'm gonna put it over there for now. Things will move a lot more quickly. I hope it makes sense because I don't know what I'm talking about. I
It
know
totally
what I'm saying, but I don't know what I'm talking about.
it totally aligns with the with Guide's third card, and then I have the third card, and then while I was listening and shuffling, the multiple doors came out. So
Wow.
JD was mentioning that Spirit's telling you that you're focused on something, but this focusing on the breadcrumbs is preventing you from seeing the strawberries to the warm cottage in the background. So Spirit is asking you, yes, to move your focus from this lack or something that's not it. And there's something in the background. Yeah,
And see, they're
exactly.
almost similar. There's a
And
choice that needs to be made.
whenever you do that, Guide, these doors are going to open up to you. This
Yep.
literally came out while JD was talking. So, um, definitely resonating with my side as well, Guide. But you got this because you got the major arcana cards coming out. So you're connecting with Spirit on a whole nother level.
Yep.
So keep doing the work, and you're going to see it's going to come clearly to you what that decision is. Okay.
And don't be so hard on yourself.
Excuse me. Thank you for being here, Guide. Yes, be gentle to yourself. Exactly. Be gentle. All right, Kelly. Kelly's next. On Schumann had to leave. You're welcome, Guide. All
Okay.
right. Simona, you have to wait, sweetie. Tomorrow I'll
Yes.
see my answer. Oh,
Hi, Kelly.
they want me to write their question down because they have to leave.
Should I go to the beach house? It's not your turn, Samina.
Okay, Kelly, let me focus. Okay, Kelly, thank you. All right, Kelly, thank you, Divine. Thank you so
All
much.
right. What energies are coming in until spring? That is a good question. Um, and there may be something in it for everybody. So, while you're waiting your turn, listen up.
To the message, right, Kelly? Kelly, are you single? Because I had the Keeper of Boons and the Unicorn Blessing again. So I'm just curious, are you single or not? And if you don't feel comfortable answering, you don't have to.
Wow.
Kelly. And the Keeper of Boons is that guy that does everything. He'll like he's when I get the Keeper of Boons in love readings, it's like the ideal partner, the one that's going to be your soulmate. And then the unicorns are popping up again.
Yeah,
So I'm just curious if you're
that
single,
sounds good.
Kelly.
Let's see. Spring energies. Spring energy.
Yeah. And I see the death card on the split too, an ending of an old cycle.
I was wondering about the same thing today, Kelly. And so I kind of feel like this reading is gonna be for me too.
Mm,
Or spirit will have something that resonates for me. And hopefully all of us, not just me.
right.
But sometimes I have a very strong impression. Well, I don't try not to say anything until I have a strong impression. But mostly it's to the person getting the reading. But this time it's like, nah, it's you too.
Mm,
Try to shift that focus back and go, oh, you too.
mm.
All right.
You want to go first or you want me to start?
It doesn't matter
Okay. I have
because I don't even know
the
what I got.
Oh, I have the nine of challenges coming out, and you can see him tucked away in a safe little spot. This card isn't about danger, it's about fear. It's about the middle of the night terrors when you are helpless to do anything but worry. At such vulnerable times, your fears can start to multiply faster than you can swat them away. The scariest thing in the night forest is the inability to move safely, not knowing what is nearby. You may be feeling fearful because you are unprepared and ill equipped to handle your challenges. Face reality during the day so you don't need to flee from them at night. So it's like um, a fear based mindset that might be kind of coming into your energy. Um, as it does with me, like I just mentioned, just the past 24 hours, there was a little bit of that, a lot of that lower vibration energy that I had to work on. But behind that, you have the three of spells, which shifts the whole thing. So I think for me, it's just spirit saying, when you find yourself in that position, to come back to, like we said, center, grounding, because the three of spells is the manifestation card, right? The power of the magic. This card invites you to become the cloaked magician, casting a new spell. Follow the movement of the fire boats on the dark water and envision your own project gathering energy. Whatever you launch has an excellent chance of success. So, see, this is the complete opposite of the first one. It's spirit reminding you that if you find yourself in those lower vibrations, um, you can always come back to the three of spells.
And is this three of spells the same as the three of cups?
I think so. Let me see before I tell you wrong.
Because we had
Spells.
that great discussion about the three
Wands.
of cups. Okay, it's the
It's
three
the
of wands.
wands, yeah. Mhm.
So what is the three of wands? And because I have sometimes trouble relating those, and
To the
sometimes if I don't say anything, it's because nothing comes to me relationally. The three of spells. I was like, the three spells. I don't know. So what I have, Kelly, and thank you for being so patient.
yeah.
Um, what energies are coming into until spring? What I have is four cards. Usually only three come out, and I see the Fool on the bottom here, and the Empress behind her, the Fool inverted. So I have the Knight of Wands, I have the Three of Pentacles, I have the Six of Pentacles again, and I have the Eight of Cups. And the way this is looking, these four cards laid out, the Knight of Wands is headed off this way. The Eight of Cups guy is headed off this way. And in the middle, there are six people. The Three of Pentacles people, which is this guy, he's got a chisel. I just figured out what he's doing. He has a chisel and he is incising something into a stone wall. So he's doing something that's going to last and last. And I think it's this coat of arms or shield. You can't really see, and my finger's not helping. Let's see. No, okay, and it's reversed. This is a coat of arms, and he is copying it onto the wall. So this is solid, permanent, whatever it is, this wealth. See, this is permanent wealth, um, generational wealth, right? So there's an opportunity for that, but it's also the three and the six of pentacles together in the middle of this four card spread. Um, so that's seven, which is a three and four. No, wait a minute, three and six. That's nine. Jesus, help me, please. Yes, it's the three of pentacles and the six of pentacles, which is nine. That's the end of a cycle. In this case, the end of a cycle dealing with money and resources. Um, Something is happening. Maybe you are going to receive an inheritance. You have received an inheritance. Maybe you need to look into whether you received an inheritance and somebody is not telling you, something like that. Um, some money has come in that somebody has to tell you about, and they're hoping that you don't inquire, ask, or get wind of it some way. This is the way you got wind of it. And then last, I have the Eight of Cups, um, which is this person walking away to something new. And this person is ascending, right? And we talk a lot about ascending, but the Eight of Cups card kind of pictorially represents what that means. Maybe Kelly, for you and so many of us, was you're walking and you're rising, but you're turning your back on everything because he's turning his back on all the cups. And I have this theory about these three cups and how they're always sort of grouped together. It's like two and one here, but the three on top of the five. That original three cups dancing, that's what I was asking those girls dancing about, the three of spells. By the time we get to the Eight of Cups, these are stacked up, and whoever is not with these three of cups ladies and has got to go about their business. And so what I think is coming in for you for the spring is a big change. It looks like maybe you could come into some resources that you didn't have before, or you need to look out for somebody trying to take something that's your resource that you were counting on. Keep your head on a swivel about that. And these two at either end tell me that, because they're reversed on here, they look like they're headed toward each other, but they're actually headed away from each other. Um, this one's headed this way and this one's headed that way, right? So it could go either way. Something is happening. Don't be too, okay, spirit. Don't be too hasty to be stuck in the past. That's what they
Mm,
said. Doesn't make sense to me quite, but maybe you know what it means. Kelly, don't be too hasty to be stuck in the past. It's time to leave something you really loved behind. I hope that resonates for you because that's a very definitive statement. That's very definite. It's time for you to leave something you love very much behind. I don't know if that's forever, but it kind of feels like, okay, that's it.
I feel
That's
like
what.
you talking about, yeah, I feel like you talking about the past is where that nine of challenges might be coming from. But it's
Ah,
weird that you talked about um somebody keeping something because her third card was the liar. Um, so yeah, that's kind of weird that you
yeah.
fear.
There's something somewhere
Mhm.
that could help you. I'm looking at her comment, Chris. I've been concurring. I don't quite understand the concurring in that context. I've been concurring fear or flight as hard as conquering fight or flight as hard as I can. Long survival mode. Me too. Period. No generational money, but I will keep my radar on. So it's not the past. Hmm. Maybe it's not that, but it could be something from it. The energy I'm getting is something that's yours. That's yours, Kelly. And somebody is gatekeeping it, and it's just out of sight. And it's something that could really, I get the sense that it's not like it's something small but valuable, like a ring or an heirloom or a family keepsake or memento. It might only have sentimental value, but it's yours.
Mm. And even the fear of flight could be applied here, right? To these lower, the
Yes.
liar and the challenges, that could be the fear of flight mentality. But while I was shuffling, you had the doors come out too. So if you put these two together, these are the opposite of the lower vibrations.
Yes.
When you get out of that fear of flight, then multiple opportunities open up, right? But it's hard, whenever we're in a hard spot, it can be hard. But through alchemizing on the bottom of the deck, you can alchemize and come out of the full, the new beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I have. And when you alchemize all of these elements of something, you start a brand new journey. And behind him is the Empress, and behind her, wow, Queen of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. I'm gonna just stop there. Well, and then then we kind of get back to, like, I always think this is the Nine of Wands. Those Eight of Wands coming out of the sky, he caught them all except that last one. He caught that one in the head, but he's still standing. That was those eight wands coming through the sky, headed for him. So I mean that kind of expands what I see here quite a bit. There's a lot of major arcana here. The Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Wands. I don't know who's talking here. But I'm just gonna let them. I'm gonna be their conduit. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands, the Empress, the Fool. Um, Feminine power. You have it. You are very beautiful. It might be an unusual kind of beauty, or you may be a person who dresses down. You might be that person who is always somewhere around in sweats, but if somebody happened to catch you on a beach day, they'd be like, what? These cards tell me you that person, like, you got it, but you don't be showing it to everybody. That's what Spirit said. We gave it to her, but she don't show it to just anybody. And so, for the spring, there's something in your atmosphere that's yours, that belongs to you, some resource. It may not actually be cash, it may be, oh, did you meet somebody and kind of been wondering what they think of you? If it's that, they told somebody who has not told you. That is very, I did that just came that came through me. You may have met somebody who really likes you, Kels, and they told somebody because they were too shy to tell you, and that person is not telling you. Because that person immediately got to be way more attractive once they found out that they like you, Kelly. You
That's
might
so
want to
funny
look
that
into
Yeah,
it.
that's funny that you said that because I was just shuffling and then the forest lord come out. Look at that sugar daddy.
Woo! Look, he got the big board. Look, he ain't. That thing.
Look, he ready to play.
Uh-huh. And see, you don't know, like a pig in a poke is like a country thing. Is a pig in a poke is like somebody selling you a pig in a poke. That's the pig that's in the poke. That's what they're talking about. I'll sell you the pig in the poke. That's what's gonna come. A poke is a feral pig's bedroom, right? And
I
so
didn't
when
know
somebody
that.
sell you a pig in a poke, that's what they're selling you. the opportunity to wake a feral pig, and he just sitting there chilling with that. Woo, you better look into that.
Thank you, Kelly, for letting us read for you. We appreciate you. Spring is gonna
I
be
called it the
popping, girl.
look, the dog. Look, you got canine confirmation there. There's somebody who likes you, and look around because the person who's
Right,
supposed to tell you hasn't told you,
right,
and that's serious. Yeah.
right. All right.
All right.
Hmm. All right, Eris. Hey, Eris. If you're new here, welcome. Um, we don't read other people's feelings because Otis is not here to condone that. But we
We do.
can, yeah, we can read energy around your energy around Otis and what spirit suggests for you. Like maybe shut the door, keep it moving,
Yes.
or hang around. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me write Sim's name down. Hey, Sim, I wrote your name down. Okay.
Yeah. Or should you be looking to yourself instead of wondering about Otis's feelings for you? Does he miss me? Will he contact me? Spirit is saying, what if he doesn't? What if he hasn't? Before any cards have come out. So, and you're welcome, Kelly. Um, I don't like tough love for the sake of it. I do try to say things in the way they are given to me by spirit, and I don't think it's my filter. By that I mean the way I think about things like this. Iris, Otis' feelings for you. Does he miss me? Will he contact me? Where are you in this? Now, this is what I'm asking spirit, what is coming through as I ask spirit about this for you. Where's Aris in this? It's all Otis. You don't know his feelings. You don't know if he misses you. You don't know if he'll contact you. That makes me hurt for you because it feels like a lot of longing and emptiness. Not to put you down, but you are longing for somebody and you have no information about how they feel about you. So let's continue from that standpoint.
Yeah, and my spread is very similar to what JD's already said. I have the death card, what this deck calls the black shuck. When black shuck
Woo!
appears, take it as a sign that you need to prioritize what is important to you and release what no longer serves you. All things
If
pass in
that's
their proper
Otis,
time. Mhm.
if that's Otis, you need to let him go.
Yeah, and then it's unique that JD mentioned focusing on yourself because your next card is the Council of Animals, which is a card that speaks to self-assessment, self-awareness, self-growth. Let me read a little bit about it. When you're called before the Council of Animals, it is a sign that you're ready to face some tough truths. Epiphanies are possible. You may begin to see a new purpose for your life. At the very least, you will come to know yourself better. So, this is a self awareness card. Through closing out this cycle with Otis, you're going to learn something about yourself. But yeah, I definitely see it, as JD mentioned, as a closing. But you do have Mother Gaia behind that, which is spirit holding you through this healing process. You have spirit holding you and reminding you of all the love that spirit has for you, that your higher power, whatever you call your source, your divine, they're holding you and they're helping you heal through this. Okay.
Spirit, I don't that Black Shuck card put me in a real icky place about Otis. And then the Council of Animals. If you hold that card up again, I've got to get that deck when I get to the place where I can get stuff like that again. The Council of Animals. I don't want to look at him no more
Oh,
because
sorry.
I really. But he sometimes he's okay, but in relation to this question, that may be Otis. Look how they looking. If you look at that card, the Council of Animals have kind of called us on the carpet here. They're like, what you doing? What are you doing? We call you here to ask you what, not even what are you doing? What is you doing? If you look at that card, Crystal, those animals are not even saying what are you doing. They saying what is you doing? So,
Yeah, yeah,
Aris, what is you doing? That's what the Council of Animals, they have called you to the council to say, what, dear, are you doing? Why are you after the black shuck named Otis? I haven't even, they was like, don't touch the deck, just tell her. This is literally what I'm getting when you see my eyes closed, it's because they're dealing with me. Don't touch the deck, just tell her. You already know. They saying you already know. You already know about Otis. You already know. You already know. You already know he did you a favor. You already know. You already know. I'm getting the impression that should Otis call, text, or contact you, you should run away. And if you don't remember the Council of Animals and the looks on their faces when they called you to tell you, you already know. I don't like stuff like this. We try to keep it positive here, but when Spirit sends even the gentlest of warnings, for entertainment purposes only, they told me to toss in here. It is my humble opinion that you dodged a bullet. And you should put Otis out of your mind the way he has put you out of his. Ooh, ooh, that's some
yeah,
icky energy.
yeah. Through healing, somebody else will come through because the huntsman came out for you and the fairy tale. So you got to heal from this guy. You got to heal from Otis to open up to the true fairy tale. Because there's a fairy tale for you, but you can't open into the fairy tale until you heal from Otis, the black shark.
Woo!
Uh,
Look, Otis must have been a bad man for Temple. That's my uncle used to say.
yeah. Block Otis. Block him now.
Block him with two hands.
Uh,
Have a block
oh,
party.
you're right. Needed to hear.
Look,
Oh, Eris, thank you for validating. Eris said needed to hear this. You can heal, sweetie. You're
okay.
worth so much more. Yeah,
Yes,
you're worth everything and more.
the black shuck is not for you in this instance. No,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah. That hot, good looking huntsman. This is your boo. This boo's waiting on
Okay.
you out there. Look how good looking
Right.
he is. All right.
I
Thank
know
you for
that's
letting
right.
us read for you. Man, thank you
You're
for trusting
welcome.
us. All right, Amanda. And Amanda
Hi,
put in
Amanda.
messages from her ancestors. Thank you, Divine. Thank you so
All
much.
right. I don't think I've ever had this before. All right, Spirit Team, Divine Crew,
Come on in, Amanda.
come on in. You are welcome in this place. Archangel Michael and
Ancestors.
benevolent spirits wherever the Sangha is in the world. Please come on in, every Spirit Team. Only love and light for the highest and best good of this Sangha. Amanda wants. You're welcome, Aris, to hear from the ancestors. Okay. Amanda, do you have a red-haired person like an uncle? I'm getting grandfather, great uncle from this King of Wands here, and the Emperor, Ace of Pentacles. Two hard-working family men or a hard-working family guy. He was a hard man, but he was a provider. Hard to get to know, hard to understand, very distant, sometimes cold, but a good provider. He left some wounds. He wanted to be kind and loving, but there was something difficult. Like, I'm getting maybe like Holocaust survivor or famine, war, something really tragic. Okay. Um, it's like they're telling me their story. So we have this emperor, and he was a hard man. He was a good man, but he could be very cold. He made a lot of money. It may or may not still be in your family. If it's not been around lately, it's headed back. And then we have the King of Wands here. He may have been a very good looking man, a very handsome man, but not solid and dependable. Somebody from the wrong side of the blanket, like the King of Wands. Um, there might be news coming from your ancestors. It's Nine of Wands, right after the Eight of Wands. Just kind of gonna knock you for a loop. There's grief here for something that appears to be lost, but really isn't. You're the bridge. This is the Five of Cups. You're the bridge back to the foundation. We have the star in reverse. This is the end of not, you should probably look into your genealogy because the star in the reverse is the end of not knowing who you are. She's upside down on my table here. It's the end. They want you to know who you are. It's gonna bring some tower moments. Like, you may find out that you all are a different nationality, a different ethnicity, even a different race. And then there's the last card, Ace of Wands. So you have two new beginnings here that your ancestors, from my end, want you to know about, to be prepared for. The story they're telling me is maybe like a tale of two brothers, three brothers and a sister, because that's the people that are here in the top of what I'm looking at, or maybe a father and his siblings. I'm getting, because it's the previous generation. So these are your aunts and your uncles. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody who was very financially well off, but inaccessible emotionally. Somebody who rebelled against that by being basically a player, a gigolo, a Lothario, maybe even a cad sometimes. A very nice guy that you couldn't trust, um, wanting to atone for that and the problems, not necessarily generational, but almost like they have news that is going to knock you for a loop that's coming in soon. It's news that may even cause you some grief, but you're the bridge back from that grief because you're going to be the one who, you're the one who asked, they say. You're the one who asked. So there's going to be grief, and you might even feel some grief, but that's going to lead to this. I don't have a Sharpie with me now. I could give her a bikini or something. But the star card, which is their message from you, comes from the celestial realms. It actually comes from the heavens. That's why she's here. And she's inverted. In your case, it's not a bad thing because this is the message from your ancestors that you asked for, that the star is bringing you. That's going to alchemize that which is in the past, which, with your question and your seeking of today, is going to bring big changes. But I've come to love the tower and not be afraid of it because change is the only constant. And it's going to be a fruitful change. Something's coming in from your ancestors. And since this is the Ace of Wands, it's coming from the male side, like maybe paternally, an uncle, a brother, a grandfather, a great grandfather. There may be a new baby boy coming in, but they said thank you for asking about us. Oh, the moon is on the bottom of the deck. Try to remember your dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I My spread too is talking about this new beginning, and you're totally in connection with with the power of manifestation. You have the two of spells. All of your cards are about intention. Literally, all three of mine are about intention.
Ah,
The first step of any spell is to determine what you want. Without clear intention, your magic will fail. Consulting an oracle can be part of the process of beginning any endeavor. You are doing so right now with these cards. Um,
ah,
and the interpretation of the two of spells is ask again. Well, your next card is the Ace of Challenges, which also says the raven's gift to you is a silver arrow that never misses its mark. Part of its enchantment is in the arrow itself, but the magic is completed through your focus and the ethics of your motive. If your aim is true, you cannot fail. And then your last one is, of course, is the wishing well. So you have the nine of visions coming through. So whatever you're manifesting, Amanda, your ancestors are saying, hold true to your intention, to your focus. As long as we're leading from love and light, anything can happen.
yeah. They're sorry for what they did in a previous generation that you are suffering for today. Amanda's saying in the comments, Crystal, her last journey was matriarch. This journey men have been coming through. They asked for forgiveness. That makes
Mm,
sense from what I was looking at. The grief and the shame that the red haired man feels, the sorrow, because they're in another realm now where they don't have to experience these emotions anymore, but they know how they were when they were in this realm as your ancestors. And the emperor needs healing and forgiveness from this generation for being so cold and calculating, literally care more about money and prestige than anything. And the male ancestor represented by the King of Wands, you might have brothers and sisters you don't know about.
mm.
You might. Now that just came out of left field somewhere. You might, if you do your genealogy, which is kind of 23andMe went bankrupt, maybe not, but maybe ask your spirit guides, your spirit team, do I have some siblings, family unknown to me?
Thank you, Amanda, for letting us. That's pretty deep. Yeah. And if
Yep.
you're manifesting, hold true to your intentions. It's like whatever you're focusing on, spirit, the ancestors are coming through. Like, I see your intentions. Focus on, yeah, continue. Yeah, your focus, your healing.
The word I'm hearing is inquiry. You're looking into this, and they are so pleased.
Mm, thank you, Amanda. All right, always trusting
I don't know who
us.
this is for. Just
Well,
popped out.
Har is next. I have many specifics, but today I have one, and that is I'm fighting a legal battle. The case is fake, but they're stretching due to the courtesy of the lawyers. Oh, shit, that sucks.
Ooh,
I
please
know,
tell me the
right?
remedy. We can't do that. Oh, I would if I could.
Right.
But I will tell you the energy around your court case. And when you say due to the courtesy of the lawyers, do you mean that the, all right, when you say the courtesy, do you mean that, what is the question you want me to ask? I'm getting a sense of you being cornered by people with more money and power than you. and you feeling trapped. Is that right?
That's what I'm getting too. You know how the court
Okay.
systems work. He said, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Mm,
All right. So I think those
cards.
two cards jumped out for you. Do you have anything? Are you still
Not
shuffling?
yet. I'm still,
Okay.
yeah. That's a deep one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me, Spirit, do you want me to start with the two cards I have, or do you have something else? RG. What are the legal implications? What is the energy? It's a different system than we have. And so, Spirit, what is the energy about the system in place where they are? What can we tell them that will give them an insight? Okay, Spirit is saying to me that you have to look where they don't expect. If these are people, then there's your canine confirmation. You have to look where they don't expect, where they're not. They're from a different social class than you, and so they won't know this thing that is obvious and plain to you, but truly seek Spirit, because Spirit is appreciative of the fact that I know that our judicial systems are so different that I don't actually know what kind of hot water you could be in. And so I'm hesitating. I'll show you the cards that I have, which are let me put them in the way that they came to me. The Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. And I have him here. We look at him first. He is on his horse. And what I always notice about the Knight of Pentacles in this deck is that the horse has the laurel wreath, right? Leaves on your helmet or on your head in this particular deck mean intellectual achievement, education, intelligence, and being rewarded, not just having it, but actually being rewarded for those things. So you are Harji, you're a smart cookie, right? And so, but what I always get about the King of the Knight of Pentacles, he's the only knight that's not moving, right? He's on his horse and they're standing still and they're looking over a barren, empty field. But the horse did just as much to get them where they are. Somebody decided that that horse was so good at what he did that he deserved accolades just as much as his rider. See, that horse is strong, but he tired. So this, and then you have the Ace of Cups, which is strength, internal strength, fortitude. You are surrounded by people you love. Somebody is jealous of you. This case is about what money can't buy. Harji, this case is about somebody looking at you going on about your daily life and saying, let me mess it up because I'm miserable. Um, and we have all in this collective experienced that, but Spirit is saying God don't like ugly. Another reader said that about my situation that she could have been talking about. God does not like ugly. um there's another element that I'm not aware of, and every time I try to speak on a certain part they stop me. So what they're telling me is if there is a reader where you are that you can trust, and they're saying maybe there's not. But if there is, or if you trust yourself enough to read for yourself, there are aspects of this that I'm not being allowed to even talk about because the systems are so different in our countries. That's what I got.
My spread is really positive around this, Har. And it's funny that JD mentioned like seeking counsel for somebody, because I actually I saw the oldest one in the shuffle. And then as I was just shuffling while JD was
Oh,
talking, it came out again. So the oldest one reminds us that having a historical perspective is reassuring in times of trouble, and having a mythological or religious perspective helps us find meaning in our lives. Tales, legends, and lore have been handed down from generation to generation because they are a vital part of our shared humanity. So it's talking about wise counsel. And for some reason, I'm thinking religious, I guess, because it said it. I don't know. But like
Now, I
JB
got
said,
go
it's
see your grandma.
like, go see your
I
grandma.
got
Okay.
go see your grandma. She will
Yeah.
know what to do because this is an old, like a scam or a scheme I'm getting. And
Mhm.
then while you were talking with grandma in the camera, grandma in the camera, justice. So
Yeah.
I don't like to predict things because Miss Lolly taught me something that I didn't realize I needed to know, or she articulated. But this card says justice,
Mm.
Harji. So I think it's going to be okay.
I think it is too. And you're going to learn something through the process. You've got the Ace of Boons and the Owls, which are both positive outcome cards. It's protection and it's
Yep.
positive outcomes.
From silly reindeer game, somebody is, wow, they might be, somebody is sneaking around messing with your good name, but this is the 5 and the 7 together. Um, and this guy, it looks like there's a group of people. The truth is somebody's trying to manipulate the truth against you. Go talk to your grandma.
Yeah. Right.
Or
Wise
whoever
counsel.
functions in your life like your granny.
Yeah. And through the process, you're going to alchemize something because I have the forge coming out and then like the two of challenges, which is a mirror, like a reflection. So you're going to do some deep work through this. Of course, who wouldn't, who
Yeah.
wouldn't alchemize going through the shit you're going through? Sorry for my foul language, but with it being such a positive read, I can tell it's not right what they're doing to you. So
Nope.
hang in there. You're going to be just fine now. No lower entity can get us, you're
This
connected.
stuff is the best, but it's in the hugest bottle. I was
Oh,
crazy
thirsty,
drinking out of the
huh?
giant bottle.
No. All right, we have Wasim, Elham, and then Heba. Simona, you're actually after Heba. So if Wasim and Elham aren't here, I know Heba's here. We'll do Heba, and then you're next, Simona. Thank you for waiting. We
Yes.
appreciate you. How it goes around here.
Yeah. And donations are appreciated. We're not the buy me a coffee people, but it might be time. Buy me a coffee.
Right.
We're not those people. But let me toss it in here that I have to lie down for a couple of hours after I do this.
It's
And
time.
and I had heard it was exhausting. But this is not about me. I'm on Crystal's channel, right? And I apparently one of the last people to get a free StreamYard because they're not giving them away anymore. I have one and I'm gonna start using it, right? Because the next people couldn't get one. I got one. And so I'm gonna start using it. But I say all that to say this. I'm gonna just put it out there. Thank you, Spirit. When Crystal blessed me with the opportunity to overcome a hurdle, which was being on camera with this face and doing tarot, which my background, was a lot. I sowed. Oh, that sounds too churchy. I planted a seed in by my presence. I plant a seed, but you can't. She can't pay her bills with my presence. So when somebody blessed me, I paid it forward. And what I'm asking you all to think about is you want to change, just like I wanted to change. And so I I have what am I help me. I donated to this channel after a couple of readings because I wanted to. And within literally 10 or 12 days, I was able to donate even more because a problem that would have really kind of taken me out, somebody stepped in and helped me. And I planted that seed, and it was a money seed, but it sprang up right away. And I have this thing on my channel that ching 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 goes the money tree, and every time it ching, money comes to
Money
me.
flows to me.
How does it go? Ching 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 goes the money tree,
Money tree.
and,
Every time it
and every
chings,
time
money
it
flows to
chings, money
me.
comes to me.
Comes to me, yeah.
It all comes in so abundantly from the
Mhm.
top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, wave, wave. I'm a money wave, money come, come, money earned, money saved. But anyway, it's on my channel and it's been around for 5 years. King Soon is the version you want. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And depending on your intention and your openness to this black guy with low eyes saying ching, ching, ching goes the money tree, it works. And when the first time I did it back in 2020, I got $20. This time it was a lot better. So ching 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 goes the money
Yeah.
tree.
It's the power of manifestation because when you listen to it, you're embodying it. You're not from a lack mindset. You're feeling the
Right.
flow of the music. You're feeling and you're right. You know, I've learned through this moment of what I used to perceive as scarcity, I've learned that when I have an extra 5 or 10 or whatever it may be, to give it. Because if I hang on to it, I'm not manifesting more. I'm
Right.
telling the world, I'm telling the world, I need to just hang on to this because this is all I got. And so
That's
yeah,
the Four
you're
of
very
Pentacles
right,
energy.
Stacey.
Yep. And so now, and I know we could all use a cash infusion. And
Mm.
so I'm asking you if you, and so we can get to the point where there's a donate button on this channel and then start working on maybe, my channel, because I'm going to do a channel dedicated to tarot. Um, and I have the, okay, I just spoke it into existence because it's not like I don't have time. All right. All right. So,
All right.
Spirit,
Thank
put
you
that
for doing
message
this
out of there
time.
as a general PSA. Please consider donating. Even, $1.99, $2.99 is good.
Yeah, it's the flow of reciprocity. When we cling on too tightly, we actually prevent more from flowing in. It is the
Yep.
idea of it's the theory of reciprocity, which is energy flows. Where your energy flows, right?
Yep. Yep.
Um,
And Crystal's
okay.
not going to ask, so I'm asking.
I am, and Spirit's been telling me more and more to put it out there, to ask for help um when it's needed. And so it's a little bit of a wound, a shadow that I'm still bringing to light. Yeah.
Well, this is free and donation based. Um, but it's not donation based and free. So I know if you didn't have to ask, you wouldn't ask. And I am a seer who has a facility for tarot. But even if you look in the Bible, the seer was always paid. Like King
Mm.
Saul with his dumb self, he was out there lost looking for the donkeys, and his here's a quick Bible story. His servant, his manservant, the one with the cash, was like, "Look, there's a seer around the corner. Let's go pay him. See what he says." And so they find the seer and they pay him. This is a Bible story. They pay him, and because Saul doesn't have any money, and his assistant is like, "I have money," and he pays the seer, and the seer says, "Your father's found his donkeys. Now he's worried about you. Go home." And as things in scriptural references can be, it is that was the way that I understood what my gift is on those terms.
Mm.
I believe that everybody here has moved past, at least everybody in the US, because people in Europe and on the Indian subcontinent have always been more open minded. This is us coming back to their way of understanding. This is us coming back to where they, um, but for people like you and me, the threshold to be able to speak to spirit is going beyond what you learned in church and the churchy things. So,
Yeah.
Hebal, I hope I'm saying that right. I want to know what's coming in for me. What can I expect in the coming weeks? Okay.
Yeah, and Heba also says, I kind of had this feeling all of my life that I've been stuck or been feeling like I'm lacking somehow. Heba.
Mm,
Okay. What's coming for them? What can they expect? Heba. Yeah, Heba. Okay. I have
Heba.
okay.
Okay.
Good. Heba. What's coming in? What can they expect?
Okay, Heba al Nasser. When it's all squished together that way, I can't figure out where one word stops
No,
and the other
it's
starts.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Heba.
Heba al Nasser. Okay. What's coming in for Heba? What can she expect in the coming weeks? Her spirit team and ours. Holy Spirit, Archangel Michael, Buddha, Shakyamuni, oh, Lord Ganesh, and benevolent spirits wherever in the world the song of my be. All right. All right. I'm going to see what I have here for you. Oh, okay. Nice. With the hermit on the bottom. Spirit is telling me you actually have a really, I'm going to make this quick. Spirit is telling me make this quick. You have put in the work and somebody really likes it. Something news, good news is coming to you, about you, around you. Um, Good news flooding in. Some jealousers, some jealous haters might try to tell some lies. Be ready to stick up for yourself.
Mm.
That's it. That's what I have. Yep.
Yeah. Um, it's funny because you say good news, and I have two aces coming out. So, Heba, I know you're through doing a reading the other day for Heba and a couple. I know that you're on that journey of this new beginning. Heba's been talking about going to Jordan or staying in Qatar, where her family wants her
Ah,
to work for them. Yeah, and the fact that you said there's going to be somebody making it difficult. I have the secret challenges coming out. I think that is your
mm,
family, your client, those people trying to hold you in Qatar when you said that you don't know if Qatar, I mean, yeah, you don't know if Qatar aligns with your higher self. So that's a decision, right, that you have to make through your own discernment. But you do have two aces. So I think I already know, and you already know what your decision you're going to make. The Ace of Boons is coming out talking about prosperity, healing. It's an earth element card. The toadstone ring, its specialties are healing and prosperity, and it's very helpful with manifesting. So nothing can hold us back. We have free will, right? It's about okay. It's hard to say that because it sounds like we can just make everything happen, but it's about our mindset, our energy that creates this new reality for us, right? And you also have the Ace of Visions coming out, which talks about the gift to you is a tiny enchanted pool in a secluded glade. When the water's still, it becomes a magic mirror. What does Heba want to do in this new beginning? All
mm.
that you desire is reflected here. And most importantly, so is your own true self. Is it Heba holding Heba back? Is it Heba's family or both? You have nothing to fear from this. Your swan knows that your true self is noble, pure, and beautiful.
Hmm.
The haters
But
can't stop it, right?
whatever this opportunity is, maybe your family is concerned because of the thing that you cannot say on YouTube, right? And the reason I say this is because I just looked I don't know if I was watching something on the internet and somebody was, oh, I was watching Rudy, Rudy Ayub. He does shorts and stills and he's a musician and he has a short about going to vacation on the moon and finding out that it's really a work camp. And I just watched that. And one of the places that this happens is Jordan. They say everything will be great. You get there, and if you put your passport down, that's it. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm saying that either today or yesterday, I watched a skit about something that was one thing, but was really another. So this looks like a good opportunity, but this reverse Queen of Swords now tells me, and this guy caught off guard, is that there's some good cards here. Crystal has some good cards here, and Spirit is telling her there's nothing to fear. Just make sure you vet everything. That's what these two cards are about. The Queen of Swords is the cold hard truth. She is in charge of the cold hard truth when she's inverted. Maybe somebody doesn't want you to know the cold hard truth. And this Seven of Wands, this boy didn't even have time to put his pants on. He is wearing two different shoes. There's two wands pointed at the family legacy. He got to fight. Because, see, somebody want to cut him off generationally speaking. Okay? He did not have time to do anything but throw on his uh, over thing. And he's wearing two different shoes, and somebody's coming up the hill after him. But he is down for the fight. So what I'm saying to you is like Ronald Reagan said, trust but verify. So you don't end up having to defend yourself. In your heart and mind, you know whether or not it is safe for you to go to Jordan from Qatar. Spirit will lead you, guide you, and tell you. We can't tell you whether you should go or stay, but Spirit can. Your higher self can. And this Hermit card that we both got is saying that some soul searching, some spirit inquiry would really be in order here so that you can reassure yourself. Thank you, Spirit. So that reassuring yourself through Spirit, and your family doesn't have to know how you came to your reassurance, but you will be so reassured that they'll be reassured. And that'll be your confirmation. Look for the confirmation of seeking Spirit like you have with us for yourself in whatever way you do that. And when you become reassured that this is the right path to follow, then your family will be reassured. That's what I have.
Yeah. She's lived in Jordan before, so she's kind of wondering about how to be safe. Like I was just trying to explain to her that you're just saying to be mindful, be safe, just because of things that we've
Yeah.
heard about Jordan here in the States. Is
About
that where
those
you're
kind of
going with
offers.
it?
But yes, specifically come to work in Jordan, literally in the comments of this skit. And he's all over my feed. So you can actually find it if you go to my channel and look for my Rudy skits. Because I don't have that one. It was so frightening. But it was like why Arabs don't want to go to the moon or something crazy like that. But basically, it was a guy checking in on the moon and finding out that he could never check out. Right? So, and in the comments, it was talking about Jordan is one of the places that this happens. And I read down in the comments to the point that was so specific to this conversation. Is like, dependent on your strata of society, you can be a reasonably middle class person. And instead of just taking your passport and turning you into a servant, you will lose your passport and
Mm.
lose contact with your family. and nobody but you will know. They will be sending messages like, "Oh, she's so busy. She's so happy. I'm sure she's in touch with you." What? You mean you haven't heard from her? That kind of thing. I don't. Spirit says not to try to frighten you, but there's a reason that somebody who knows nothing about this and doesn't want to profile or stereotype anything is telling you this. Trust but verify. Make sure you vet. Thank you, Spirit. They said if Spirit says ask so many questions that if they weren't on the up and up, they would get mad.
Okay.
That's how you know. If you ask question after question and somebody gets irritated, that will be maybe your warning flag that keep asking even more questions. That's what I got.
And she wants to know, can you put the YouTuber's name in the chat? Maybe she's just
Sure.
struggling understanding. So maybe if she listens to the
Okay.
YouTuber's content.
And
Okay.
then too, I need to speak more slowly.
No, it's okay. I think because she's lived there and hasn't experienced it, maybe she's not connecting it. But okay, there you go. There's the YouTuber. Maybe it can educate you a little bit on some of the things that has happened there. But like JD said, don't let it be something that scares you. You know, as you connect with spirit, you're gonna use
Right.
discernment. Yeah.
They're gonna tell you what to do
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So don't yeah. Just connect with spirit. Heba's a reader. Heba's a spiritual
because
person.
they're
So I
your
know
spirit and
that.
they know I don't know enough about your culture and country to. Oh, so she'll get it. All right. Let me see if I can
Yeah.
find this video.
Oh well, you put the name. Oh, you're gonna put the
You got
actual
so many
video
videos?
itself. Oh right.
Uh-huh. It's called Why We Should Not Colonize the Moon.
Why we should not colonize the moon. I want the specific video. Why we should not
Uh-huh.
colonize the moon. That's
Colonize
the
the
name, Heba.
moon.
Okay. Hopefully I spelled colonize
Yeah.
correctly. If not, it's all right.
And it's actually pretty funny. There we go. All right.
Simona. All right, welcome, Simona, and thank you for waiting. On this channel, we don't read other people's energy, so we won't be able to tell you what Harris thinks of you because karma's real. And if Harris doesn't want us to read their energy, we're creating bad karma for ourselves. But we can read your energy around Harris and what your divine suggests you do. Either close the door, keep it moving, stay around, or like JD said with the other one, focus on yourself, learn from yourself, those things. Okay. There's something I didn't get. What do you mean about like from the message? I think it's just be mindful of your surroundings, right? Yeah. And you can text me, Heba. You have my number. If you need to text me, and I'm sure JD probably.
Yeah, and I mean,
well,
because you can get in touch with me if there's a question that I think that video will do it.
Yeah.
What I was getting at, because there was a lot of good things in the reading, but there was a couple of things that I would feel better if you followed up with somebody who knows more about your culture. I don't want to steer you wrong because I'm an ignorant American.
No. All right.
All right. All right.
Harris.
Spirit.
Harris. God, my cards.
Oh my. Okay.
What should Simona do? Surrounding.
So I'm cutting on strength and the tower inverted. Do you be coming on strong, Samina? I'm just asking. Is he afraid of you? And I mean that in a nice way, because I'm a little scared of you. And you're all caps. You be like, tell me now. Does he love me?
Look, you picked up already.
We're not laughing at you, but spirit is
We're like,
like, he might be a little afraid of you. They're a little afraid of you.
like a little
Okay,
aggressive,
tell
huh?
me what you
Maybe a
want.
little aggressive.
Okay, them all caps. The demand.
Cinema.
Does he find you demanding, Samina? I'm just asking, honey.
Here.
Does he find you demanding? Possibly
Like,
overbearing?
right. Why did he stop? So the first question is you ask yourself, why did he stop contacting you? Did he explain why? Well, I guess if he did, maybe you wouldn't be asking.
In all caps.
Because I did see the two of visions, which is a reflection card, like self growth, looking out for yourself.
Okay.
Okay, of course I have the Keeper of Boons. The Keeper of Boons comes out in these relationship readings because Harris wasn't it. Harris wasn't it.
He
The
got
Keeper of
something else
Boons,
for you. Stop
yeah,
yelling.
yeah. Lower your tone now.
Fall
The,
back, modulate. All right, all
right.
right. Those are American terms. Samina, Spirit is kind of annoyed with you right now. We are kind on this channel, but we're adults. Spirit is saying there's not much we can do for you if you can never be pleased. Take it how it resonates. They haven't given me any cards except for the Empress in reverse. Samina, you are coming on so strong that we don't even know how to tell you coming on too strong. I don't know what to tell you. Without spirit is showing me that you want what you want when you want it, how you want it, immediately, if not sooner. And there's not much anybody can do with that. Now I see what the cards say, but spirit says not so fast, not so often, not so much. That's what they're telling me. Not so fast, not so often, not so much.
Mm. Yeah, this Keeper of Booze, it kind of gives this character, and higher power wants you to, catastrophic is Jaden. He's my stepson.
Hey,
Hey,
Jay.
buddy. Oh,
Catastrophic
you're
force of
so
nature.
cute. He
Heyday.
calls me Mala, yeah, because I'm a stepmom, and Maddie always called me Mala Mexicana, which means like bad Mexican, because I don't cook
Yeah.
or clean or do all the typical stereotypical Mexican things. I don't even like spicy food, and my Spanish still sucks. Um, so he calls me Mala. Oh, hey,
Oh.
buddy. All right, Simona. So the Keeper of Boons is this card asking you to think about Harris and think about this checklist of things. If Harris isn't talking to you, he's not going to fit the bill for the Keeper of Boons.
Spirit don't
The
love me.
Keeper of Boons, yeah, no,
We don't
Spirit
do
does.
that.
Yeah,
We
Spirit
not
does love
doing
you.
that.
Yeah, no. Um, Spirit is saving you because Harris doesn't fit the bill. Okay. It's not a negative. Okay. Look, baby, we can't even get out the message, love. That You got to slow down. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, okay?
Yes.
You will, because look, if you let me get to the reading, love, this is your third card. You will find love, but you got to slow down, baby. You got to look, and this card says, look below the surface. This is literally the meaning of this card. Look below the surface, okay? Like, I think I should probably stop there because I don't think
Yes,
I will
because
be
that's
able to
not what
get it.
spirit is telling me. And I don't want to tell you what spirit is telling me, Samina. You know what they're
Yeah,
telling you.
yeah,
And you
just
want
slow
me to
down.
tell you so you can have a tantrum. No.
Just slow down. Yeah, take a deep breath. Keep it moving. There's a reason Harris isn't in contact with you, okay, babe?
And this is
Yeah,
not going to work, Samina. You need to soften your tone and not be so spoiled and demanding around the people who really love you, or you'll find yourself alone.
okay.
When? Very soon. You will find yourself. Spirit told me to tell you that when you find yourself with no one, will you remember when the readers told you you were doing too much and you made the lady reader say you have been spoiled, shouting, demanding, a brat, and now you want love. And they will do what they can with what you are giving them. Oh,
Yeah,
see.
yeah. That's why look below the surface is coming up because you got some inner work to do, baby. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're single for a reason right now. But once you do that inner work, the doors will open. But you got some work to do,
Spirit
love.
showing you
Yeah, a
me,
lot. Yeah.
you screaming at mom and dad, and they losing patience with you. And that's hard to make spirit do. You've been
Yeah.
mean to people who love you because you're not getting what you want. Now I'm done with this reading,
Thank
and that's
you
the
for letting
first.
us read for you. Yeah. Do some
Yes, and
work.
keep it
Pray,
positive. I'm gonna
meditate.
hold it
Yes.
right there.
Yeah. Pray, meditate. Send some love. Go do some positive things for other people. Like
Go help
smile, give them
somebody.
compliments. Go help somebody. That's going to help you discover yourself. Exactly. Okay. All
I
right.
hope you're back.
Next we have Maria, Simply, and Jocelyn. And if you came in during that, we've closed out the list because we're going to be reaching 3 hours soon. So
Yeah,
we're closing the list if you're coming in. Sarha and oh
I
Jade, I'm sure
hungry.
Jade. Or Jade, if you want to read, I'll add you down, buddy. All right. If Maria, Simply, and Jocelyn aren't here, then we have Shiva, Girly, and Sim. Let's see. Maria, Simply, Jocelyn, and then Shiva, Girly, and Sim. Hopefully there's not too many. We might have lost some of those, so it might be only a few more. Look, every time I keep going, some of them end up coming in.
Hmm.
Mm,
That lag is no joke.
right. All right. Let's see. After that, Monty, Priya, and Grish. Grish, we read for Grish before. Grish came in earlier and said that they let the person go. So it must have been a love person, a love reading. And then our card said to close the door, let them on, or let them go. And Grish said they closed the door. So I told him we were really proud of them.
Wow, that's
You
hard to
got
do.
to do what? Yeah.
Because love
Yeah.
don't turn off like a spigot. You can close the door and be crying on the other side.
Right.
Tell some country and be crying on the other side.
Right. All right. All right. I don't know. Look, Spirit's going to end it with.
That was a first for me.
Yeah, yeah.
So
All
now
right.
I'm just like, okay, be a toddler over there in the corner in the chat.
Yeah, they
Um,
said it. Yeah. Aqua Roja. Yeah. Like,
the mind picture I got of somebody very demanding screaming at a really old person is what made me just,
because you
yeah.
can see, yeah. I haven't developed that. of that a skill of seeing, like you can see, but you can see. Yeah, but
A
I
very
can pick up
demanding
the
person screaming at either mom and dad or granddad or auntie or uncle, somebody who is helpless.
vibe. Yeah,
And I look, okay,
right. All right. So Sim is in the chat. We'll do Sim and then Aqua, and if nobody else comes in, we can close out.
okay.
Sim, do you want a general or specific? Okay, we'll go.
Wow, it's almost 6:30.
I know. Yeah, it goes
Wow.
by fast.
Yes, it does. All right. Simran, you want specific? What about?
Oh, yeah, you can put your question in the chat. Hey, Sarha, we've closed out our list, sweetie. Just because it'll be 3 hours probably by the time we get through Sim and Aqua. Maybe we can catch you on the next one.
I'm tired, or I would say yes. Okay. And
All right,
shows in his
Sim.
relationship if he's really loyal or not. Hang on, Aqua. All right.
Yeah, you can type it, Aqua, and then just wait to hit enter.
Yeah.
All right, so Sim, we don't read other people's feelings or emotions because if they're not here to condone it, we're creating bad karma for ourselves. But we can read your energy around this person and what spirit suggests, okay? All right, Sim. Anshu. Anshul. Sim and Anshul.
All right. Spirit, how can I ask you in such a way that Sim will get the information that she needs about loyalty? What is the energy about Sim's around Sim's current relationship? What would you like for them to know? For their highest and best good, unique and personal and specific to them, under grace and in perfect ways. Okay, you got something to say to you.
Right, flew out, huh?
This is a lot. Um, and all of them are face down, so I'm gonna take them all. But the one that was
Right.
face up is Ten of Wands. You close to being free of a very heavy burden. You're almost there. You might
Mm.
want to shift that load so you can see where you're going.
I got that card too. Mine's called the Ten of Spells, but it's the Ten of Wands in traditional tarot. Yeah, and
Wow.
it's about depression and um, lifting your vibrations. Energy has been stretched far beyond their limits. Like I
Oh
feel
my
like this
goodness.
relationship is a burden now or something.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Let's see. So you're almost home with this burden, if he's really loyal or not. All right. So I'm gonna put what I have together. Let's see what's on the bottom here. Because Spirit just spit out a whole bunch of cards. Oh my.
Mm.
We got the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands. This seems like it was a very difficult relationship. A lot of burdens, a lot of backstabbing, and in this card, the Ten of Wands, it's been pointed out online that you see his hand right there is in the sign of peace. But I mean, he got swords all the way down his spine. It's just like, wow, he is well and truly backstabbed. So, oh, this is a hard one. You got the Knight of Swords. Um, Crazy news coming in fast. juggling a whole, just not a whole bunch of stuff, but two very different alternatives. Grief, loss, um, perceived grief, grieving over something that's either not really lost or you should be glad to be rid of. The Hierophant in reverse, church lies. Okay, canine confirmation, a lying preacher, a lying priest, a lying clergy person of some description, a lying sanctimonious family member, a hypocrite. Huh. Discord, commotion. That's a learning experience. Okay, the lovers inverted. These are the lovers, but it's upside down. Upside down and down. Okay, what else? This is impacting your money now, your finances, your solvency, your well being. Your financial well being is in jeopardy at this point. Oh, somebody's lying, and you already got 10 swords in your back, way back in this pile of cards. This is the biggest one, and it's upside down. Ooh, there's hope. This is a good card to be, of all the cards to be upside down, this is the best one. Look for help from within yourself and in unexpected places around you. Okay, let me cover her up for you too. And last but not least, we got the star. You're going to alchemize all of this crazy stuff to your highest and best good. This looks like a lot of turmoil, a very stormy, a stormy, rocky love relationship. One of you is very difficult, and the other one is very sort of soft and yielding, but not a fool. I feel that's you. I see a relationship between one person who is very easygoing and low key, and the other one who is really high key and sort of blustery and extroverted, but is also internally subject to shyness and insecurity that makes them lash out at you. It's not right. It's not fair. You don't deserve it. No matter how much you love a person, I'm perceiving that maybe this is hard for me to say. It would be hard for you to hear. Maybe you love more than you are loved. And Spirit is trying to make it as plain as possible.
Yeah. And my spread is the same. So I'm going to close out with the Council of Animals, which is a
Ooh.
reflection card. That's what popped out. It's a very good ending to what JD's saying, because my other two cards were very similar. Like she said, heartache, possibly infidelity, lying. Yeah. And Sim saying nothing's going right. When you're called before the Council of Animals, it's a sign that you're ready to face some tough truths. Epiphanies are possible. You may begin to see a new purpose for your life. At the very least, you'll come to know yourself better. So definitely dig in. Like, why would you want to stick around if nothing's going right? Are we forcing it? If it doesn't feel good, it's not God.
Oh,
Okay.
and the energy of chaos and turmoil being inflicted upon the easygoing person is what I'm getting.
Right.
So, truly, whew,
Pray for
sending
your
you
healing.
good energy.
Yeah, sending you
Hang
so
in
much love
there.
and light. You got this. You can heal from this, and you can close it when you're ready. You know. Okay.
Canine Confirmation.
I
I
know,
love
right?
that.
It's like, you're right. He does
That
bark
was the
at the right
cutest bark
time.
I've heard so far. What do you say?
Oh, I said she barks at the right time, huh?
Yeah,
All right.
dogs
All right.
know.
Right. They do. They're intuitive. All right. Aqua,
Sam?
Monty came in,
Okay.
but if you need to leave, JD, you can, or you can stick it out. We've got Monty and then Aqua.
Ooh, ooh. I'll stick it out.
Okay, and I understand if you don't want to. All right,
No,
Monty.
I'll do at least one more.
Right. Okay. And Aqua, you can go ahead and put in the chat. So after Monty, yours will be ready to go. Okay. Thank you, Sam. You got this.
Yes,
All right. Monty has a 7-year
welcome.
relationship. They broke up 20 days ago. And that's a long one. How many days we
How
will
many days
reconcile?
will we
Well, we want
reconcile?
that's very specific, Monty.
That's a no-go, at least
Yeah.
for us.
Right.
Oh,
And
so
God might
you
not want
saying
you to.
we do it differently with the birthdays and stuff? We don't want you to put your birth date on
Yeah.
the
We
interweb.
don't need your
No,
social security
no,
number and all that.
none of that. We just want to talk to spirit about you. 7-year
Okay.
relationship broke up 20 days ago. In how many days will we reconcile? Um, well, if you know you're gonna reconcile, I'm gonna just put this out here. Why are you asking us?
Mm.
I mean, it don't matter if you know you're gonna do. And I'm saying that it does matter, and I'm not making fun. But Spirit is saying, what if we broke you up because he's not the right person for you, or you haven't been treating him right, or you haven't been treating each other right? It's been 20 days. Have you stopped and looked around to see what we might have for you? Or are you so focused on the reconciliation that you don't know why you broke up and it's just going to be the same thing over again? I haven't shuffled one card.
Mm.
Oh, but at the bottom of my deck is the moon. Do I have to use that word? Delusion.
Mm.
Um, and not like, but like, I'm just gonna think about reconciling with this person and nothing else, and I'm gonna manifest it. That kind, where you don't even stop to see why you broke up, what you may have had to do with it, or what spirit wants to tell you now.
Yeah, I saw the death card in the shuffle, which is the ending of something. And when something ends and we let go and let God, is usually for a reason.
Hmm.
And you're after I laid the spread, your 5 of visions came out. So this little girl is so worried about that ball that she lost in the water that she's missing the prince in the background. So this is spirit saying, let's heal from this one. This chapter's closed. With the death card coming out, this is closed for a reason. Even though 7 years seems like a lifetime, and a lot of times we tell ourselves, I wasted all these years. You never waste anything. People are always in our lives for a reason. But if you can heal from the lost ball, these are your options after that. You have someone who's going to be your protector, your lover, your healer, all of the above. And there's going to be multiple options. If you can heal from this one that spirit's trying to lead you away from.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I wish I could meet him and his antlers.
Yeah. I know. I hate to look in. It reminds me when you talked about manifesting, you have to remember that people have free will. So I have a friend that is manifesting. And when I explained to her that everybody has free will, she's like, what the person I'm listening to says, you can manifest the impossible. Do we want to manifest somebody who doesn't want to be with us?
And you can, yeah, you manifest a nightmare and it can be exactly what you wanted when it came through the door, but not what you needed or what was good for you. And
Mm.
that's why,
Let go and let God.
right. And so that's why I don't even try to think about manifesting so much as I think I've told you this before, I want to actualize something, right? Because you can manifest something. Like if your cold behavior over years toward your family has got them thinking a certain way about you, you've manifested that. What
Mm,
you've actualized that people are people who fear you more than they love you. What you manifested is what you put out there in the universe. So when you manifest, and people say you can manifest the impossible, the danger there, in my humble opinion, um, is that you manifest things that are not good for you because universal law is impersonal. You can manifest a Lamborghini, but like that girl on the interwebs who took her car I can't name to the Jiffy Lube and was filming herself crying when it seized up.
mm.
Why you take your Lamborghini to the Jiffy Lube? You know, if you could take,
You can't afford to get
if
your
that's
Lambo
what we're
serviced
doing,
by.
okay, and I don't, I lost the thread of my thought there, but she took her Lamborghini to, if you can't afford it, just because you have it. Oh, manifestation. She manifested that Lamborghini, and then she manifested in the Jiffy Lube.
Stop. The Jiffy Lube.
That's what we're talking manifestation as opposed to actualization. If you
Mm.
actualize the perfect car for me, you're not gonna take your McLaren to the to the Jiffy Lube.
Yeah, with that death
Just because
card
you
coming out,
manifested it. Don't mean you
spirit
should
don't want
have
you. Yeah, spirit don't want
it.
you with this person, baby. Yeah,
Okay.
they're an ex for a reason. Yeah.
Okay. Aqua Solo is next. Aqua,
Yeah.
you gonna be the one that ends all the fun for me.
Yes, we're gonna end it with Aqua. Thank you, Monty. You can heal from this. 7 years is a long
Yes.
time. We're sending you a lot of love and light, sweetie. I do see an ending in that though. It's my first
Look to
love.
you.
I understand. There'll be more though. There'll be more.
Not maybe not your last.
Right.
Every time I don't know what's gonna happen for me, because Monty, whenever I think I will never love another person the way I love this person, I always ended up loving somebody in a completely new and different way. The
Hmm.
last time my last boyfriend, man friend, because we was old when we met. December, he died right before his birthday. I'm 61. He died at 58. And we had been separated. I had to leave him because he had a very bad habit. He was a good man with a bad habit. And I had to leave. And so I've been alone a long time. Like I've been alone about 10 years now. And nobody has even held my hand in like the last 3 or 4. And it has been difficult, but I'm alone because I need to be, not because I have to be. And that's the difference, Monty. It may not take you as long as it took me. And I truly love that man with all my heart. Good looking chocolate black man. Woohoo. I loved him, but I had to leave him because my children. I'm gonna get on with Aqua, but what spirit has got me is holding me up to tell you is that if you skip past the heartache, it doesn't mean you don't care. It means you will make yourself available to them a lot sooner than you would if you drag yourself through the torment of, oh, but it was my first love.
Hmm.
And I know it's hard, but they can help you a lot sooner if you give that up now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, my dear.
All right. Aqua says they have moved from a particular course in college, and
Yeah.
there's an exam coming up. They want to know what the exam has for them.
So you are still into music, Aqua, is what I'm getting. And you know, but you're gonna be an engineer because that's kind of how it goes. Wow.
Mm,
Um, you can do both.
that's what, yeah.
Um, I'm going to tell you this real quick and then I'm going to go get something to eat. What Spirit is telling me is that Focus on the engineering degree now. Do what my son did. This is how I know you can do it. Even though American college ain't like Indian college. He got his degree. He couldn't do the math for an engineering degree, Aqua. So what he did was get a degree in electronics technology. He makes mouthwash, not Listerine. No, he makes cough syrup for Procter and Gamble. He makes NyQuil for 12 hours a shift, 4 days a week. He makes music the rest of the time, and he is really good. But he did what he needed to do to take care of himself, and he still does music. So what I would say to you with these three cards, Justice, the High Priestess, and my favorite Nine of Pentacles girl, that don't look at getting your engineering degree as an end to your music career. Look at it as a way to finance it, and you'll be okay.
Hmm.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, JD. Thank you for helping out.
You're welcome.
All right, Aqua, I can give you mine too. You were asking in particular about this exam, um, and what it has in store for you. Um, I think, like JD said, if you Mother Gaia is coming through, and when I think of Mother Gaia, I think of, oh, thank you, Maha. I appreciate you haven't started. I have to give exam, and you want to know what's going to happen. Um, okay, so I think, like JD said, Mother Gaia is coming through because when we in touch with Mother Gaia, we're in touch with the creative sides, the healing side. So definitely keep that in your forefront. But as far as Aqua, this particular exam goes, you have the Three of Spells, which is a very promising manifestation card. What you put your mind to is what you can produce. So it depends on what do you want to happen from this. This card invites you to become the cloaked magician, casting a new spell. Follow the movement of the fireboats on the dark water and envision your own project gathering energy. Whatever you launch has an excellent chance of success. I get you, Aqua. This card is a very promising um, card around this. And then you have the Weaver of Visions too. This is like a dreamy, intuitive. It can mean a solution that comes through imagination and intuition rather than logic or analysis. Listen to your heart and trust its guidance. So as long as whatever you're doing, Aqua, is through your heart center and your intuition, this is a really beautiful read. And through it, you're going to be a powerful person because the huntsman is coming through. Let me read the huntsman and then we can stop there. The Forest Lord. This is the Forest Lord. The Forest Lord represents the duties that come with great power, protecting his subjects, defending their freedom, and safeguarding their sanctuary. Leadership is a privilege. Authority over others must be wielded appropriately and not abused. Sovereignty comes from within and doesn't need to be insisted upon. This is a power within, a natural leader. So I think you're going to be just fine, Aqua. It's a really good spread. It's very positive. Just as long as you're leading from your heart and your soul and what truly aligns with you, you're going to do amazing. And just keep studying, okay? And doing the next right thing, and things will be perfectly fine. Thank y'all for being here. And thank you for waiting, Aqua. I know sometimes it's a long wait. Adrika, I hope I can see you on the next one. I'm going to close out. Namaste.